So the second problem was how many integers between 100 and 1000 are divisible by 7. So just like in the first example, I'm going to start off with something easier. What if we look for the number of integers between 20 and 30 that are divisible by 7? And I say that's easier because we can do this by brute force. If you notice, all I'm doing right now is I'm listing off integers. Starting at 20, I mean, my 5-year-old could list off these integers, right? We all can. So 20 to 30. And already I know 21 is a multiple of 7, and I know 28 is a multiple of 7. So visually right here, how many integers between 20 and 30 are divisible by 7? We see it right in front of us. It's 1, 2. Okay, so how can we apply this, right? Well, how about we look at the numbers between 1 and 20? Oh, let me skip a line. So I can keep it in rows of 10. And then I'm going to go ahead and rearrange these here. So I have 3 rows of 10 now. Okay, so between 20 and 30, we had 2. What about in our first row? Well, oops, that's an eraser. There we go. So 7 is divisible by 7. 14 is divisible by 7. Did I miss any other numbers? I didn't. So between 1 and 30, there are 4 numbers. And between 1 and 20, there are 2 numbers divisible by 7. So really what we could just do is numbers between 1 and 30 divisible by 7 minus numbers between 1 and 20 divisible by 7. And if I scooch these up for space, there we go. Well, clearly I had 4 here minus 2, and that's 2, which is precisely what we found here. We found that we had 1, 2. Now, I don't want to make a list of numbers all the way to 1,000, and I don't think you guys want to either. But the idea with this simpler example is to illustrate what we need to do. We need to find the numbers between 1 and 1,000 that are divisible by 7. Then we need to find the numbers between 1 and 100 that are divisible by 7 and take the difference. So let's do that. Oh, no, I didn't want to. Oh, I duplicated instead of deleting. Shoot. Iftikhar, I know you use GoodNotes. I'm trying out something else right now. So if you can tell, it looks different than it normally does in class.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Yeah, I find that it's easier on my hand, so my wrist doesn't hurt if I just write in the iPad's file browser, but it's a much clunkier system and it's causing me other problems. So I don't know, I might go back to using GoodNotes, but my hand's been hurting a lot. So I'm trying a way to mitigate or minimize the pain I'm having at my wrists. Okay, so if we look at 20 and 30 again, 30 divided by, not 4, what am I doing? 7. The floor of that is 4. And 20 divided by 7, the floor of that is 2. And we have 4 minus 2 equals 2, which is exactly what we found last time with brute force. So let's do the same for 100 and 1,000. So 1,000 divided by 7, find the floor of that, and 100 divided by 7, let's find the floor of that. Tell me what you guys find. Otherwise, I guess I can pull out my calculator. I
1,000 divided by 7 is 142.
142 and change. So the floor of that is 142. And then this one should be 14. So then the number of integers between 1,000, 100 and 1,000 that are divisible by 7 are 142 minus 14, and that should give you 128.